It's tax season again. You're staring at a pile of documents trying to make sense of it all. Where do you start? What forms do you need? How can you be sure you won't miss anything? What if tax season could feel like this instead? Organized, simple, stress-free. Stick with us, and we'll walk you through the ultimate tax preparation checklist, breaking everything down step by step. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to file with confidence, saving time, maximizing deductions, and avoiding costly mistakes. How to create a tax prep checklist for stress-free filing. A tax prep checklist is your secret weapon for a smooth and stress-free filing process. Many people find themselves scrambling at the last minute, searching for documents and hoping they haven't forgotten anything. But with a checklist in hand, you can stay organized and confident throughout the process. First, it ensures that you gather all necessary documents ahead of time, including W-2S, 1099-S, and any deduction-related receipts. This prevents unnecessary delays and missing information. Next, a checklist helps you maximize deductions and credits by keeping track of eligible expenses like mortgage interest, medical bills, and education costs, so you don't leave money on the table. It also helps you avoid penalties or missed refunds by ensuring you file on time and correctly. And most importantly, having everything ready in advance significantly reduces last-minute stress and errors, making the process smoother and more efficient. Instead of rushing to meet the deadline, you'll have peace of mind knowing your taxes are filed accurately and on time. A well-prepared checklist acts like a roadmap for your taxes. It saves you time and helps prevent costly mistakes, especially if you have multiple income sources or claim deductions. Personal information, the foundation of your tax return. Before diving into the overwhelming pile of documents that tax season demands, start with the basics, your personal information. Having this readily available will make the filing process smoother and help you avoid common mistakes that could lead to delays or even penalties. The IRS requires precise details, so double-check that everything is accurate before you begin. Here's what you need to gather: your full legal name and Social Security number, SSN, as well as those of your spouse and any dependents if applicable. This ensures that your tax return is processed correctly and that you receive any eligible deductions or credits for dependents. Additionally, keep a copy of last year's tax return on hand for reference. It helps in verifying information and may assist in claiming deductions or credits you used previously. By organizing these key details first, you'll set yourself up for a more efficient and error-free tax filing experience. Even a small typo in your Social Security number can delay your return or trigger an audit. Double-check this information before you file. If you're self-employed or own a business, you'll also need your employer identification number. This helps the IRS identify your business for tax purposes. Make sure this number is accurate on all your forms to avoid delays. Your previous tax return can be a handy guide when filing this year. It references income sources, deductions, or credits you might otherwise overlook. For example, maybe you claimed a deduction for student loan interest or a tax credit for energy-efficient home improvements last year. Revisiting this information can jog your memory and ensure consistency. If you can, keep a digital version saved for quick retrieval. Pro tip: if you moved last year, update your address with the IRS to avoid refund delays. Income documents, what you need to report. Start with the forms you're most likely to receive. For salaried employees, this means your W-2 forms from your employer, which outline your earnings and withholdings for the year. If you're a freelancer, contractor, or gig worker, you'll need 1099 forms instead. These forms capture income from various sources, like side hustles or freelance projects, and they're essential for reporting all taxable earnings. Don't forget to check all your income streams. Interest from savings accounts, 1,099 INT. Dividends from stocks, 1,099 DIV, and even payments you've received through platforms like PayPal or Venmo. Missing one small form can disrupt the entire process, so it's worth double-checking your records. A common mistake: forgetting to report all sources of income. The IRS receives copies of your 1099-S, so if you forget, they won't. Special cases to consider. If you had a more complex income situation this year, there are additional forms you'll need to account for. For example, if you've sold investments like stocks or mutual funds, you'll need a 1099-B that outlines your gains or losses. Similarly, a Schedule K-1 form may be required if you're part of a partnership or trust. For those who have received unemployment benefits, make sure to have Form 1099-G ready, which details your unemployment compensation. Double-check with the IRS website or a tax professional if you're unsure whether something counts as taxable income. Maximizing your tax refund starts with understanding deductions and credits, which can significantly reduce your tax liability. Deductions lower your taxable income, meaning you pay taxes on a smaller portion of what you earn, while credits reduce your tax bill dollar for dollar, making them even more valuable. Let's start with popular deductions that can help lower your taxable income. If you're a homeowner, you can deduct mortgage interest using Form 1098. Student loan interest, reported on Form 1098-E, is another valuable deduction, especially for recent graduates. If you have high medical and dental expenses exceeding 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, you may be able to deduct them. Charitable contributions are also deductible, but remember to keep your receipts as proof. And if you're self-employed, the home office deduction allows you to write off a portion of your rent or mortgage for dedicated workspace use. Now, let's talk about tax credits, which directly reduce the amount you owe. The Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, provides financial relief for low to moderate income earners. Families with children can benefit from the Child Tax Credit, which offers up to $3,600 per qualifying child. And if you're investing in your education, the Lifetime Learning Credit can cover up to $2,000 in education expenses. By leveraging these deductions and credits, you can maximize your refund and keep more money in your pocket. Tax expert. Many people miss out on deductions simply because they don't keep good records. Keeping receipts and using an expense tracker can make a huge difference. Organizing documents for a smooth filing. A tax organizer can save you hours when filing. To avoid a last-minute scramble, create a system for keeping these documents in order as you collect them. Some people prefer physical folders for different types of income, while others thrive with digital file organization. Apps and tools like Google Drive or Dropbox can help you stay on top of everything. Whatever method works best for you, make sure you have a consistent and secure way to store all your income-related documents. Pro tip: use a mileage tracking app if you drive for work or business. Choosing how to file DIY or Pro help. With your tax documents ready, the next step is deciding how to file your taxes. This choice significantly affects how smooth or stressful the process feels. Below, we'll break down your options to help you choose what works best. Do it yourself versus hiring a professional. When it comes to filing your taxes, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Some people prefer the convenience and control of doing it themselves, while others value the expertise of a professional. Here's what to consider. Is DIY tax filing right for you? Filing your own taxes using tax software can be a smart and cost-effective choice, but it's important to weigh the pros and cons before deciding if it's the best option for you. One of the biggest advantages is that tax software like TurboTax, TaxAct, or H&R Block is significantly cheaper than hiring a professional, making it a budget-friendly choice. It also offers convenience, allowing you to work on your return at your own pace and on your schedule. Plus, most platforms provide built-in guidance, walking you through the process step by step and helping you identify deductions and credits you might have otherwise missed. Another major benefit is faster filing. With e-filing and direct deposit, you can typically expect to receive your refund much quicker than with paper filing. However, DIY filing isn't for everyone. If you have a complex tax situation, such as multiple investments, rental properties, or a small business, you may find that tax software doesn't always cover every detail, increasing the risk of errors or missed opportunities. Additionally, tax software won't provide personalized advice, so if you need long-term tax planning strategies or guidance for future financial decisions, you might be better off consulting a tax professional. Ultimately, the choice depends on your comfort level, tax situation, and how much time and effort you're willing to invest in the process. Is hiring a tax professional worth it? If the thought of filing taxes yourself feels overwhelming, hiring a tax professional could be the right move. One of the biggest advantages is their expertise. Tax professionals understand complex tax laws and can handle unique situations like self-employment, real estate investments, or multiple income sources. They also save you valuable time by managing the filing process for you. Once you provide your documents, they handle the calculations and submissions. Another major benefit is personalized service. Unlike tax software, a professional can offer long-term tax planning strategies, helping you maximize deductions and credits year after year and ensuring you're making the most tax-efficient decisions. However, there are some downsides to consider. Cost is a major factor. Hiring a tax preparer can be significantly more expensive than using tax software, especially if your tax situation is fairly straightforward. Additionally, while they take care of most of the work, you'll still need to gather your documents and may have to answer follow-up questions, which can take time. In the end, the decision comes down to your tax complexity, budget, and how much effort you're willing to put in. If you have a simple return, software might be the better choice. But if your finances are more intricate, the expertise of a professional could be well worth the investment. Ultimately, the decision comes down to your personal comfort level, budget, and the complexity of your financial situation. By breaking the tax prep process into manageable steps, you can replace stress with confidence and take charge of this year's filing. From gathering essential personal and income information to deciding on the best filing method for your needs, each step builds a smoother, more organized path forward. With a solid checklist, you'll avoid costly mistakes, maximize savings, and breeze through tax season with fewer headaches. Remember, a little preparation now pays off big later. Pro tip: filing electronically speeds up refunds and reduces errors. When it comes to filing taxes, staying vigilant against scams and avoiding common mistakes can save you from costly errors and potential fraud. Tax scams are on the rise, and knowing the red flags can help you stay protected. The IRS will never demand payment over the phone, so if you receive a threatening call insisting on immediate payment, it's a scam. Be cautious of phishing emails pretending to be from the IRS, as these often contain malicious links designed to steal your personal information. Another major red flag is fraudulent tax preparers promising huge refunds, while legitimate deductions and credits can lower your tax liability. Exaggerated refund claims could land you in legal trouble. Beyond scams, common filing mistakes can also cause unnecessary delays or penalties. Filing late can result in hefty penalties and interest charges, so always aim to file on time or request an extension if needed. Many people forget to sign their tax return, which can lead to processing delays. Additionally, be sure that your name and social security number match exactly as they appear on official records to prevent your return from being flagged for errors. By staying informed and double-checking your return, you can avoid these pitfalls and ensure a smooth tax filing experience. As tax season approaches, it's crucial to be aware of key deadlines to avoid penalties and ensure a smooth filing process. The official tax day falls on April 15th, unless it lands on a weekend or holiday, in which case the deadline moves to the next business day. If you need extra time, you can file for an extension, granting you until October 15th to submit your return, though any owed taxes must still be paid by the original deadline to avoid interest or penalties. Before filing, take a moment to go through a final checklist to prevent common mistakes. Review all personal information and income forms to ensure accuracy, as even a small typo can cause delays. Double-check your deductions and credits to maximize potential savings and avoid leaving money on the table. Finally, opt for e-filing whenever possible, as it not only speeds up the refund process but also reduces the chances of errors compared to paper filing. Taking these final steps can make tax filing stress-free and efficient, helping you avoid last-minute surprises. With the right checklist, tax season doesn't have to be stressful. Stay organized, stay informed, and take charge of your taxes like a pro. Subscribe for more financial tips. Enjoyed this guide? Like, share, and subscribe for more financial tips. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Comment below with any tax questions. See you in the next video.